everyone. My name is Lori Bradner with the Florida Aviation Network, and we are broadcasting live and in the clear from Sun and Fun 51, where we are turning up the fun. And our studios are here at the Central Florida Aerospace Academy. Please come see us if you're at Sun and Fun. We would love to see you. I have the best job in the world at Sun and Fun because I get to turn up the fun and meet some of the most extraordinary people that not only motivate me but inspire me. And my next guest, Adriana Barragan, did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. And we are so excited to have you on the show. And Adriana, actually, you have started an app. It's actually a whole program called ORKA. Okay, and everybody's like, wait, ORKA, thinking SeaWorld and killer whales. But before we get into that, Adriana, I have to ask, what got you into aviation? Everybody has a story. What's your story? When did you start to fly and start to love aviation?
Curiosity, I was I was an outdoor kid, and I used to spend a lot of time playing outdoors, playing sports, and always outdoors. And I was lucky enough to live right next to the approach path.
Okay.
To the international airport. And
where did you grow up?
Every
Adriana?
minute.
Where did you grow up?
Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So you got to see the planes.
Every minute, every several minutes, I'll see an airplane on approach. And as a kid, I couldn't help but wonder how was this possible. Yeah. And back then it was the 2000s, and the internet was booming, and Google was actually leading the search engine race. And it was already good enough for you to find information. So I started just learning, and how airplanes fly. Oh, great! This Bernoulli thing is very interesting.
Yeah, Bernoulli will never let you down. That's a little.
And then one thing led to the next. I discovered the NASA website that has that explains all the. I'm an aviation geek. I was always, kind of good at physics, so right. I could appreciate the explanation. Right. I was okay. I am following this. I like it. And next thing you know, I have a flight simulator. And next thing I know, I'm watching movies. And then I'm reading all these books by Richard Bach. And then I like this. So my world started to open. Yeah. And I was like, I like this world. I want to make this my life. So I had a clear picture of what it could be like, and that's when I decided to pursue aviation.
And where did you start? Did you start with glider training, or did you start in just powered aircraft? Where did you start?
Oh, I wish I had started with gliders.
Okay.
But I did not. I did not. Nobody in my family is in aviation, so I had no clue. Luckily, I had one friend who had a friend who wanted to become an airline pilot, and she made an introduction.
Right.
And he guided me to at least explain the pathway.
Right.
And so I got my private pilot certificate in Mexico as soon as I graduated high school.
Wow.
And meanwhile, I was still learning. What direction do I want to take? Right. What opportunities are out there? And I started to discover you can do so many things in aviation. It's not only it's not only an airline job.
Right.
So I realized, I really love the innovation and improving products. So why not do flight test? So I decided to pursue aerospace engineering and flight training. To pursue that flight path, and so on. I came to the United States. Okay. But that's in a nutshell.
That's amazing.
How it got started. Yeah.
And so now this leads us to that innovation and the what you made. And tell us about ORKA. What is it? Because of course, for a lot of us, when we think ORKA, we think killer whale, right? We're thinking
Yeah.
SeaWorld. So what is Orca? And I know that you were at AirVenture and you've done some presentations there last year, but for those, our viewers that may not have been there and didn't hear, what is it and what have you created? And I'm going to tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I did look at it, it's amazing. But I want you to tell what it is.
Yeah, well, Orca with a K
Yeah.
means to have energy to do. And
It's a Swedish word.
it's a Swedish word.
Okay.
It's a Swedish
okay.
word. And anything you do, you know, whatever you do, this is an invitation to decide what are you going to do with your time. Because whatever we do with our time will either make you feel energized or neutral, or it's going to drain you. And I wanted to invite our users to do the things that will make them feel energized.
Nice.
And that's in this case, in flying,
Okay.
you can, you know, fly Orca. So
And Orca is an app. It's a website and
a
an
software,
app.
yes.
It's a software system that you designed with, you had a team of
we're three.
three people that designed this, and it really is all encompassing.
Yeah.
You wanted it to be a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Especially for flight instructors to help flight educators, correct?
There are many things I care about, but I want to champion as a brand, as a company, and my contribution to the aviation community. I really want to champion at supporting those who are born to fly, those who are really in love with flying, and those who are born to teach. And I want them to thrive and feel energized, and I want to have their back along their journey with tools.
Okay.
To support them. So every single thing I design has been very thoughtful, because as an instructor, as someone who loves flying, I know what we need, and so in a way, it's both of them.
Okay.
I am putting both of them first always.
Right.
Not only, you know, not one or the other, but both, because it's like it's part of we're like that healthy relationship. Is crucial for having a good.
Now, can you explain a little bit about the software and the app? And I know that your website is Fly ORKA, and that's with a K, ORKA.com. What will people see? What do they have? What is the menu? What can they choose from? So can you tell us a little bit about, you know, what it is and the app for the phone, and then if they go online, what are they going to see when they go on there?
Yeah, so the first for Fly ORKA, the app allows you to watch other people fly. You can record your flight, and you can connect with instructors and pilots, your own flight or my flight. And you can connect with instructors and pilots worldwide.
Okay.
Because right now we only have a few great educators. I wanted to also create something for everyone to help them get the benefit of this. And one of the things that I noted is that you can practice all day long, but you're not going to improve. That's not going to help you improve. What actually it is debriefing and that self-reflection that we do after each flight, where we integrate knowledge or actually improve. So what we are allowing you to do is to you can record your flight just with a tab. You don't need any extra hardware or equipment, and you can watch your flight with airspeed, accurate terrain, scenery, ground speed, wind, and as you reflect on your flight. You can add pictures, you can add notes, and as you engage with the app, you are creating, you're documenting your journey. It's it's very easy to do.
It's almost what it reads to me, and I didn't mean to interrupt you. But what it reads to me, it's almost like it's a journal.
It's a journal, but it's animated.
It's an interactive.
Yeah, it's like the best logbook ever.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
I like a paper logbook.
Right.
Keep doing that. I think you need that too.
Right.
But it is like an animated journal because you can add pictures. You can see the video.
Right.
It's a full simulation. It's getting very good actually nowadays.
Okay.
And all those notes, whether you want to just write down what you did or write down your takeaways, it's not like flying is not as expensive as what you can get out of it. So if make sure you are getting out, you are taking that with you. And the idea is that if you engage with this process, I promise you are going to improve very fast, because what that is doing for you is you're first not going to forget about what you just did, and if you can remember what you did, you will know what to do next. And if you can commit to avoiding repeated mistakes, then all of a sudden you're just improving. And every time you approach flying, you are not feeling lost, and you know on what you're working on. So that process is there. Anybody can benefit from it, whether you're in training or a pilot.
Everybody should be using it.
Yes.
Really?
I invite everybody to.
For safety.
I just like, I really invite everybody to, just like you do your pre-flight.
Yeah.
Like, try to engage with this process. And if anything, you're going to have a journal, like a storybook of your flying journey.
Yes.
That I think you will appreciate, like even 5 years from now. I am not a pictures, I don't take pictures.
Right.
But I really appreciate when I make the effort to take pictures, because without them, I wouldn't, like 50 years from now, I wouldn't remember how it was like. And it's kind of neat to sit back and see, I did my first flight, and then I did my first 500-kilometer flight with no engine, and it's cool.
It's
to
amazing.
See that.
The other thing I wanted to, and I was wondering if you could highlight on the website, because I had an opportunity to look, was that you actually have highlighted for students. You've got pilots, and I'm assuming they're not only yourself as a CFI, but you have other instructors that as a student, I can log in, and whether it's ground school, I noticed that there were there are courses I could take on weather that you offer as well. But you've got a group, so as a student pilot, I could actually log in and then take classes with you. And can you speak a little bit to that? Because I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. Well, so one of the things, because this product is meant to help people improve and feel accomplished. The training aspect, the continuous improvement is important. And one of the things that I realized is that if you're in love with aviation, you are not going to get what you need going to a flight school. What you need, you're going to find it in grassroots aviation. So if you are in love with flying, you are not going to get what you need from flight schools. You need to go to grassroots aviation, or at least explore what you can find in grassroots aviation, because if you're really, truly in love with aviation, you need to check that out as an option before. So I just want to make people very aware of that, because nowadays it's not easy to make the connection. And I'm mentioning this. It's kind of a strong statement, because I am that aviation lover.
Right.
And I know exactly what I needed. I needed to feel accomplished. I needed to feel challenged.
Right.
I wanted to have the camaraderie, and flight schools deliver, on the certification process.
The technical.
Yes, the technical, and that's
piece.
great. But the app is going to complement, no matter where you end up going. What I'm trying to do with the app is to fill those needs. Because even if a flight school is your best solution, the app will give you, I want to have that product that will fill in those needs.
It's almost like continuous, not only initial, but it's continuous education.
Yeah, so if you don't have the opportunity to pursue grassroots because of the difficulties or the opportunity,
right,
you can have the product that will complement flight schools with the camaraderie, the continuous feeling of accomplishment that will make the experience, that will enrich the experience for that aviation lover. So if you're a flight school that is really focused on the technical, and you implement this product, what I'm looking to do is to fill in those needs that they have, that is kind of hard to focus on if you are focused on the technical.
That's awesome.
Because it's just, it will take too much energy and resources. It's also culture.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the return on the investment. Now, I know that this year you've been here at Sun and Fun. I know that you presented last year at AirVenture, EAA AirVenture in Wisconsin, and we were talking a little bit before we came on camera, and I understand that you've got a plan for next year at Sun and Fun, that you're going to be here with a booth or representative. I want to just give a shout out to that because I'm already looking. We're 51 Fun. I'm ready for 52. So I wanted to just give you an opportunity to share what your future plan is, so that people that are interested will know where to find you.
Yes. Well, we are. You can find us. Well, I'm very excited to be available and to put the product in every, in people's hands. I really want to see people fly and feel, go to bed with a big smile in their face. Awesome. Just feel accomplished, and like with every accomplishment, you just build confidence in yourself, and you're building real skill. You feel good about yourself, and at the end of the day, safety is the foundation of safety, is skills. Right. And next year, we are looking forward to be in the innovation showcase here at Sun and Fun. Nice. We're already designing how are we going to make the presentation. But we are, I am available on LinkedIn. We have our social media on Instagram. If you want to give a shout out and tell us the social media, if there's anything, if there's Instagram, if you want to give a shout out. We've got about a minute left, but I want to give you that time to do that. If you type in Google #Fly ORKA with a K, you'll find us. And the app is available on the Apple Store and Android, and you can download. There is a free version and a premium version, so you can try it for free and start. That's awesome. And then your website, so online, if they want to get online and look, it's www.flyorka.com. Yes. That's awesome. And I know, again, are you planning to be at Oshkosh again this year in July? Yeah, I will be there. Okay, awesome. And then I know you've said a lot of people, because they see your shirt, you've got a great shirt. I have to say, okay, we've got to show it. Yes, born to teach and to fly. This is a shirt advocating for career flying instructors. Awesome. Because I'm proud to have the vocation to teach, and I want people to be proud of me having the vocation to teach. So I'm like, Adriana, if you want to share, let me know. I will. I tell you what, it was such an honor and a pleasure to have you here. I am just thrilled, and I'm so glad. I hope that next year when you're here, we can have you back on so I can hear about all the new things that are going on. And thank you for sharing. Your passion is palpable. Absolutely. And thank you for sharing that with all of us. And thank you for being here. Once again, Adriana Barragan, you can find her on LinkedIn, Fly
flyorka.com. My name is Lori Bradner. I'm with the Florida Aviation Network. We are at Sun and Fun, where we're turning up the fun, and we're turning up the fun with flyorka.com, and we look forward to seeing you here.